Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Yes Prep Virtual College Fair. We're excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some fantastic schools here with us. My name is Sarah. I will be your facilitator. But before we get started, just a few housekeeping items for you. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use, and we encourage you to do so, use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time throughout today's presentations. If you are asking a question in the Q&A to a particular institution, go ahead and list that institution's names. Helps our presenters get to those questions a little bit quicker for you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule where you registered for this session to register for more. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/yesprep. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Houston Community College.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Hi, so we would like to welcome everyone to the greatest community college in the state of Texas and throughout the United States, Houston Community College, home of the very mighty Eagles. So there's a lot of reasons to enroll at HEC, but we just jotted down a few on why we think you should come to HEC. So HEC credits are accepted by all Texas public institutions. So any institution in the state of Texas that you can think of, from Texas Southern, Prairie View A&M University, University of Texas Austin, Texas A&M, any one you could think of, all of those are accepted from HEC. Affordable cost. So our cost is about $86 per credit hour. So that's about a fourth of most of the four-year institutions. And so that's definitely a reason we feel like you should come to HEC as well. We have over 200 plus programs of study. So anything that you can think of, from engineering, nursing, dental assistant, education, fashion design, manufacturing engineering, anything that you can really think of, we have available at Houston Community College. We have small classes. So the ratio of teacher to student is about 20-1. So if you know anything about college, you know that's a very small class size. And so that's again, another great reason to come to HEC. So we have 21 locations throughout the greater Houston area. So once again, that's another great reason to come to HCC. Yes, as well. So attending HCC is a really smart decision because we have the opportunity to get you those affordable classes, get you over those 200 plus programs of study, and all credits are accepted by all public Texas universities. And so here's a couple that are listed that we accept, that students usually transition to or transition back from, which is Texas A&M University, University of Houston, University of Texas at Austin, Baylor University, Houston Baptist University, Stephen F. Austin State University, University of St. Thomas, Houston, Texas Tech, San Jose State. So really anyone you can think of, we have the opportunity to accept those credits and have those credits accepted each way. Okay, next slide. Okay, and so here's your roadmap to enrollment. And so one myth that we like to debunk at HEC is that it's hard to get into college because we have a really easy roadmap to enrollment. So first you complete your application for HEC and then go to financial aid. Then you'll just submit your additional readiness documents, kind of, where's your address, date of birth and things like that, any bacterial meningitis documentation that is needed. And then it's as easy as meeting with an admissions advisor and a financial representative, and then you get registered for courses. So it's 4 easy steps to get enrolled at Houston Community College. And we have multiple scholarship and financial aid options available, and we'll accept any questions and answers at this time via the chat, or if you want to ask out loud. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you so much. Please, as a reminder, if you have any questions for HEC, please put them in the Q&A so they can answer those. We are not doing a live Q&A session today, so please go ahead and put those in the Q&A chat. And with that, we will head over to San Jacinto College.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Fenderberg, and I'm the coordinator for tours and events with outreach and recruitment at San Jacinto College. I'm very happy to be here, and I am going to, all right, here we go. So we're going to rock and roll with this presentation, if it would go. So sorry about that. So a little bit about San Jacinto College. If you don't know, we were founded in 1961, so we're celebrating our 60th anniversary this year. We were designated as an Aspen Institute 2021 finalist with distinction, which places us in the top 5 community colleges in the United States. We're the third largest community college in the Houston area and the 8th largest in the state of Texas. And we currently have 5 campus locations that primarily cover the south and east side of Houston. Our newest campus being that Generation Park campus in the North Houston area. So getting into San Jacinto College is pretty easy. The first step is you're going to complete your free application. Then we do not have a testing minimum score that you must meet to be admitted. Now, we do ask for you to take the TSI, although we do have exemption scores as well. But once you take that TSI, we're going to go over what those scores mean and what classes you'll be taking. You'll also need to submit your meningitis shot record, which is a state of Texas requirement for anyone under 22. And then at the end of high school, don't request it now, but once you're done, you're going to request that final official transcript to be sent over. You're also going to need to complete new student orientation. This is where you're going to learn all about SanJack, all of the things that you'll need to know, like how to register for classes, where to find your financial aid information. You'll also do a mandatory advising session with an educational planner, and they're going to go over your testing scores, your classes, your major. So when you leave that meeting, you'll have a clear path of what you're going to be doing during your time at SanJack. And then also, of course, you'll need your parking permit, your student ID, and any books or supplies. Now, talking about paying for college. At San Jacinto College, our tuition is based off of whether you're in district or out of district. In district just means that you are within SanJack's taxing area. If you're out of district, you're going to be obviously outside of that taxing area. And so you can see this breakdown. So if you're in district, you're paying $78 per credit hour. So for a full-time student taking 4 classes, that's about $936 in tuition. If you're out of district, you're looking at just over $1,600 for tuition and fees. But there's certainly ways to help you pay for college, including financial aid. We have a ton of scholarships. We have veteran benefits, foster care benefits, open book classes, child care assistance, and we offer installment payment plans. We have 8 areas of study that cover more than 200 degree and certificate options. So whether you're wanting to come to SanJack, do a certificate program for a year and then get out into industry like petrochem or welding or cosmetology, anything like that, or if your plan is to start at SanJack and then transfer off to a university, we absolutely have those academic degrees, like an engineering degree, we have fine arts. And so if there's something specific that you would like to know if SanJack has, please feel free to ask me in the Q&A. We have a very active campus life, and there's so many different ways to get involved on our campus. We have a variety of different student organizations, including student government, anime club, the cosmetology club, paralegal. We have a great honors program that offers our students not only scholarship opportunities, but also opportunities for travel, both in the state and internationally, chances to attend different conferences. We have a first gen mentor club that pairs you with a faculty or staff who they themselves were first gen. We also offer a ton of free activities and events. I know you guys probably love free stuff and free food. We have that. We also have fine arts performances, a game room on each of the 3 main campuses where you can play video games or shoot some pool in between your classes. We have rec sports because we only have baseball and softball as our competitive sports, but rec sports offers you the chance to get involved with everything else. We also have fitness centers that are available at no additional cost, and a cosmetology, spa, and salon where you can book discounted services. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the Q&A, or here's our information. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can also email student.recruitment@sjcd.edu or give us a call. I'm going to link that email address in the chat. So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. And thank you for considering San Jacinto College.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Lone Star College, Houston North.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. My name is Adriana Gonzalez. I am the Lone Star College Houston North recruiter. And I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit more about Lone Star College Houston North. We are the 7th and newest college in the Lone Star College system. And we have 4 different locations. We have our Greens Point location that's located on I-45 and the Beltway. Our Victory location that's located in Acres Homes. Our Fairbanks location is located on 290 and the Beltway. And then our newest location, that's going to be our Houston North Fallbrook, is located on Walters Road, right next to Fallbrook Church. So a little bit about what we offer. We offer literally every path that you can possibly think of. Sorry, my lights just went off in the classroom. We have transfer degrees if you're looking to start your basics at a community college and then transfer to a 4-year. We have certificates. These are going to be available to you if you want to come in, just earn a quick certificate and then get right back into the workforce. And then we have our workforce degrees. These are going to be Associate of Applied Science degrees. You'll come in, you'll earn your certificates, you'll earn some college credit, you'll take a couple of basic courses. Generally, these programs are anywhere from like 13 to 18 months. And then you're able to go back into the workforce and start working if you don't want to go into a 4-year university. We do have a few different programs, and each one of our locations is going to be a little bit different. Now, we all offer that Associate of Arts and Science. These are going to be the transfer degrees. But at Fairbanks, we'll offer biology and mechanical design. Fallbrook will have mobile app design, game design, teaching, and logistics management. Greece Point is going to have business admin, and then an accounting certificate. And then our Victory campus is going to have welding, human services, criminal justice, and then our HVAC certifications. Now, when you compare the cost of attending Lone Star College versus a 4-year university, you can see that we're under a 4-year university. This is going to be for 3 credit hours. This is how much you're going to be paying. Now, 3 credit hours means it is 1 class, all right? So Texas A&M, you're going to be paying about $1,250. Sam Houston is going to be about $1,288. And then the University of Houston is just a little over $1,000. Now, when you look at Lone Star and you are looking at the 12 credit hours, this means that you are going to be enrolled full-time. That's going to be 4 classes. You're going to be paying $1,080 for in-district fees. So instead of only taking 1 class at a 4-year university, you can take 4 classes at Lone Star College. So you really get a bang for your buck here. One of the things that really sets us apart is our 8-week courses. This is something different that we do than our sister colleges. Our 8-week courses are designed for you to do well in classes. We know that life happens. Sometimes students need to stop midway through the semester. So with these 8-week classes, if you stop midway through the semester, then you have already completed 2 classes. What we do is, for example, in the fall, from August to mid-October, you are taking 2 classes. And then from mid-October to December, you'll take your final 2 classes. So you'll still be enrolled full-time for the semester, but you're only taking 2 classes at a time. Now, this is also beneficial because when finals come around, you're only taking 2 classes at a time. You're only having to study for 2 classes at a time. So our students tend to do better in these classes and have a higher overall GPA. We also provide a lot of student services. So anything outside of the classroom, we want to make sure that you are prepared for. We have amazing wraparound services. We have our advisors that will assist you with your classes. We have career services. If you want to maybe work on your resume, you want to start looking into your career, what you'll do after Lone Star. We'll have our disability services. We have a lot of learning tools. We have our library, tutors, bookstores and bookstores. One of the big one is going to be our care center. And our care center will take care of anything outside of the classroom. So if you need to come in and grab a snack, you can come and do so free of charge. If you need something for your home, maybe some laundry detergent, maybe you just need a meal for that night. Maybe you need an outfit because you have an interview that you're going to. These are all things that you will be able to get free of charge at our care center. Now, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me. This is my contact information. I'll also put it in the chat. And just like everybody else was saying, your first step is to submit an application. Once you submit an application through Go Apply Texas, we'll handle your bacterial meningitis. We'll get your transcripts, and then you'll go to new student orientation where you'll get registered for classes. Now, if you need help with any of these things, that is what I'm here for. I will help and guide you through the whole admissions process, send you to new student orientation, hand you over to Veronica Martinez, who is our NSO coordinator, to get you registered for classes. So we're trying to make this as smooth as we can for you guys. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Lone Star College, North Harris.
Hey guys, good morning. Trying to share my. Alrighty. So, hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me. My name is Elsa Espinoza. I'm one of the recruiters / academic advisors here at LSC North Harris campus. Give me one sec. Here we go. Okay, so I want to start basically with some fast facts for LSC North Harris campus. So overall, the LSC system has about 99,000 students, but here at North Harris, we have a student enrollment of approximately 12,000 students each semester. So North Harris campus was established in 1973. We are the flagship campus. Our mascot is Cat 5. We are the Hurricanes, and also school colors, red, white, and blue. So also something that's very important about LSC North Harris is not only do we have like our main campus here, but we also have a couple of extensions. So we have the East Aldine Center. We have the Health Professions Building, which is where our nursing program students train and do their classes at. And then we have the Chi School of Cosmetology, which is also pretty close to the main campus, maybe about 5 minutes away. Also some top reasons that students choose LSC North Harris is number one, quality of education. So for me, something that I would look at for as to the quality of my education would be like the classroom ratio. For us, it would be about 25 students to 1, which just means that you get a little bit more of that one-on-one time with your instructor. We believe that that's also one of the reasons why our students are so successful. Okay, we also have a vibrant student life, so it's not all about just academics, which we'll go into in a little bit, but we do have a vibrant student life. We have a lot of free events on campus as well as virtual for our students. You know, COVID kind of made us change things around a little bit, but we are having, we are getting a little bit back to normal, so we are having a lot more socially distanced events here on campus. For example, I know recently we did a drive-in movie in our parking lot in the evening. So far, I think they've shown Cruella and Selena for Hispanic Heritage Month. All you need is basically just, show your ID or memorize your student ID number and you're in. It's free food and free events. So we do have many student organizations here on campus. Right now, we have about 30 active student organizations. On my screen, you'll see some of the more popular ones. So Student Government Association, the A-Team. The A-Team helps our student life department kind of create all the events that we have going on campus for our students. We have Brother for Brother, which is a mentorship program for our male students here on campus. Earth Alliance Gaming and Anime Club. If you're into any one of these, this is actually one of our more active student organizations here on campus. They're very visible. We have the Criminal Justice Student Association, which I was a part of when I actually graduated from LSC North Harris myself, and I was a part of this organization. I have nothing but good things to say about it. But also we have Phi Theta Kappa, we have student ambassadors, and we have Latin American Student Organization, also known as LASO, here at our campus. And again, these are just some of the more popular and active ones on campus. So going into the academics, we do have academic advisors. They are available on a walk-in basis. You don't have to make an appointment. If you feel like you do want to make one, you can feel free to get in touch with us, and we'll make that appointment for you. They also provide many services for our students. So what they do is they basically can give you program information. They can help you choose your degree or certificate. They can talk to you about your transfer options. They, one of the more important things that they help with is they help you develop your whole academic plan from beginning to end for the 2 years that our students are here with us, or most of our students are here with us. They help you with your course selection. So that first semester that you're coming in, I know that one of the concerns that many students have is, I don't even know what questions to ask. So there are people here that will assist you. And your first semester, it's mandatory that you sit down with one of our advisors, and they will help you select your classes, show you how to go about selecting your own classes on your own time as well. They help you with schedule changes. They'll talk to you about graduation requirements and placement testing. So when we're talking about placement testing, one of the things that the advisors are going to be looking at is they're going to want to know what classes to put you into, right? So what we are request of our students during the admissions process is basically, hey, like if you took your ACTs, your SATs, etc., that maybe the TSI already in high school, send us those scores. You know, like the advisors will use those scores to know what classes to place you into. Also, because of COVID, one other change that we did make is, I know the advisors are using official high school transcripts to know what classes to put you into, as long as they're not older than 5 years. So you definitely want to get together with an advisor about that. Okay, so degree and certificate options. So that is what LSC is known for, right? Same here at North Harris at our campus.
I'm so sorry, we do have to move on to the next presenter. We're right over time. So, but please put some questions in the Q&A, and we can get back to those in just a little bit during the general Q&A. So thank you so much. Next up, we have Texas State Technical College.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kent Weed. I'm one of the student recruitment reps for Texas State Technical College. I'm going to share my screen here. And just kind of go over some of the things we offer with Texas State Technical College. We are a 2-year technical option to gaining a higher education. We have 10 campuses across the state. We started back in 1965. So we have the 10 campuses and over 50 fields of study. In those programs range from aviation, automotive, allied health programs like nursing, surgical tech, dental hygiene. We do have options for on-campus housing. So if you do want to get away from home, kind of experience the more traditional college experience of staying in a dorm, staying on campus in an apartment, that kind of thing is possible with TSTC. If that is not what you prefer, if you prefer to stay closer to home, here in the greater Houston area, we have our Fort Bend campus down in Rosenberg. And so that is an option. It is one of our newer campuses. So our programs, we don't have as many programs at that campus just yet. But we do have things like welding, precision machining. We've got industrial systems, robotics, occupational safety, and environmental health. So we've got a lot of different programs that we could offer you. Our programs range from 1-year certificates up to Associates of Applied Science. And what we're really known for as a college is getting you the hands-on skills and knowledge that you need to go out and perform in the workforce. Across the state with our 10 campuses and over 50 fields of study, we have an 89% career placement rate. So it's a really big thing that stands out about us is knowing that there is a job that's related to your field of study. We don't keep programs around that aren't career placing, because at the end of the day, our funding from the state of Texas is directly applied to your success out in the workforce. The higher you get paid, the more money TSTC gets from the state to be able to build and grow. So unlike traditional colleges, we don't have any sports teams or anything like that. We do have social groups. We also have student worker positions where you can actually be a part of the campus itself and work with your administrators. Oh, you're saying they can't hear me. Let's see.
No, you're fine. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I was looking down at the Q&A. So definitely, we do have a really good student life, but again, it's just a little bit different. There are clubs that you can join, organizations that you can join, student government, things of that nature. However, it's just not going to be any of the major sports or anything like that going on. Some of the other things with TSTC, when you look at the programs and fields of study, if you're looking at the website, we just launched our new website so that there's a little bit more going on with it. We do have an online campus as well. So if you are not into actually being physically at a campus, that is an option that you could jump into. In that case, let me go back over to our menu here. So the online programs, they are typically going to be any of your computer networking, system administration, cybersecurity. When we're going into those computer programs, computer programming, one thing that I do like to point out when you're looking at like the computer science program, it is only available at our Harlingen campus down in South Texas, even though it is showing that it's online as well. But what that means is you have to have an address down at the Harlingen area to be able to attend for that program. Also web design and development. Some of the other programs that are with the online would be like visual communications, digital media design, and education and training. Our application process is very easy. You can either do Apply Texas, or you can go into our online application through TSTC. That one is definitely much shorter. It is geared more towards a personal touch, where we actually get to know you individually, answer some of the questions that are required to get you enrolled, and then on into your actual program. And as far as cost-wise, we're going to look very similar to a traditional community college cost. We do not have in versus out of district cost, only in versus out of state cost. So that's one of the steps of getting fully applied, is going through getting your what was I trying to say here? Sorry. Just determining where you're located at.
So
Anyhow,
we're actually going to move on to our Q&A. We do have to kind of wrap up. So I'd like to ask all of our presenters to join me back on screen. and to unmute themselves as well. I know they're hard at work answering the questions in the Q&A, so thank you for putting those in there. I'd like to start with Houston Community College, though, in our first set of questions. So I will pose the question. All of our panelists will have a chance to answer the questions for you. And there are 3 questions that we'll do today. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process is the first question. So starting with Houston Community College.
Okay,
Yeah, so
can you hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, my advice would be if you are planning to attend a 4-year university, know that HCC offers the core curriculum courses at HCC. We're in your neighborhood. We are cost effective, so consider those factors when you are determining what college you want to go to and the cost of that college. Cameron, you want to expound on that answer also?
No, I think you did a great job. Another thing I would say is definitely contact the college directly. I know a lot of students are afraid to email and contact admissions, but that's what we're here for. We're here to assist you in any way possible. So I recommend any college you want to choose, directly reach out to them, and then they'll give you an inkling on how that college kind of operates in regards to customer service and things like that.
Great. San Jacinto College.
I would say just know that it is a process. So, you know, the first college you look at may not be the right fit for you, and to not get discouraged about that. So take the time. Remember that this is going to be an investment into your future. So don't get discouraged. There are people at each college, like all of the presenters today, who are there to help you with questions and answer them so that you and your family can make the best decision about your future.
Lone Star College, Houston North.
So I would definitely say figure out what your best pathway is. Your pathway is not going to be the same as everybody else around you. There's a lot of different degrees that you can earn in higher education. Like I mentioned, there's certificates, there's applied science degrees, there's a lot of different things that you can do. And you don't have to go the traditional route straight into 4-year college, picking your major at 18, and be an advocate for yourself. You are now an adult. All of the colleges have a lot of different resources for you. You just have to speak up and ask for them. Okay, we can't go around asking every single person what exactly it is that they need. But if you come to us and ask, hey, I have this specific question, we are more than happy to help connect you to those resources that you need.
Lone Star College, North Harris.
So my advice would be just basically don't be intimidated by this experience. I know it can be an intimidating experience, but ask all the questions that you have. There's no such thing as having too many questions. When you're talking to a college or a university, ask them, hey, what are your resources that you're offering me? Here at LSC North Harris, you're always welcome to come to the front admissions office and we'll get you started here.
Texas State Technical College.
So I guess my piece of advice, definitely, kind of know who you are as an individual, and kind of what career pathway you want to look into going into. I definitely suggest going for something that is going to be something that you're very interested in and passionate about. And then also identifying all the different options that are available to you. There are many, many options out there. TST is just one of the many options available. But definitely identifying which is going to be the most comfortable learning environment for you, and one is that the one that's going to actually promote success for you going out into the workforce.
Great. Our next question, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? And we'll start again with Houston Community College.
Okay, we are cost effective, number one, and we are local. We also know that we are here to help you. We have put in many of programs now since the pandemic. We had programs before, but we have quite a few more programs to help you. So just know we are Houston's community college and we are here to help.
San Jacinto College.
would say I'd like everyone to just remember that at San Jacinto College, we are focused on student success. So we have a lot of programs and resources, both to help you succeed in the classroom and out of the classroom, because we believe that those are not mutually exclusive. If you are going to succeed outside the classroom, you have to succeed inside the classroom as well. And just that, you know, this is our 60th year, so we'd love to have you join our college as part of our 60th year anniversary.
Lone Star College, Houston North.
I would definitely say, of course, there goes my lights again. Of course, we're a community college, so we are very cost effective. But specifically at Houston North, we really strive to put our students first. So we want you obviously to be great academically, do well academically, but we want you as a whole person to be serviced. We don't want you to just come into campus, go to class and then leave. We want you to be involved, to stay involved through student life, or if you want to work on campus or all of these things. There's so many wraparound services that are available to you all. We don't want you guys to struggle. And we definitely, again, we want to make sure that we put our students first. So anything that you guys need, we are here to help assist you.
Lone Star College, Adrian, North Harris, excuse me. Next one, there you go.
So one thing that I would want students to remember about LSC North Harris is that we are probably really, really close to you. We are student-centered. We are here to serve you. So just coming in and see what we have to offer. And yeah, I mean, there's many reasons. Just top 5, just quality, affordability, the locations, the accessibility, and the transferability of our classes.
Thank you. Next, Texas State Technical College.
I guess the number one thing for us would be career placement, knowing that everything that you could study with TSTC is career placing. And if you are looking for a longer term education, that education is transferable out to 4-year institutions through our accreditation.
And our last question, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process? And we'll start again with Houston Community College.
Okay. So one myth I like to debunk is that the college admissions process is hard. Here at Houston Community College, and I argue all the community colleges, we make it easy because like we said before, we want to make sure that we're accessible to you. So whatever you need, just feel free to reach out to us so we can make sure we walk you step by step through the college admissions process.
And Jacinto College.
I think one of the prevailing myths is that you cannot transfer from a community college. We still hear that all the time. That's definitely not true. One thing that I would say is if you go to any of these any of these colleges that have presented today, it's very important that you meet with an academic advisor, or at our college, it's an educational planner, just to make sure that you're on the right pathway so that those credits do transfer. But it's 100% possible to come to San Jacinto College and then transfer to a university.
Lone Star College, Houston North.
I would definitely say that you can do so many things with your major. So just because you may have an English major and people say, oh, an English major is not going to make any money, you're not going to be able to do anything with those. I was an English major and I am doing something completely different, but there's so many things that you can do with your degrees. You don't necessarily have to go 4-year college, I'm going to be a doctor, and this is the only thing that's going to make me money. There are so many options for you to take. And really just find something that you love for your future.
Lone Star College, North Harris.
So one myth that I think I'd like to debunk about specifically about community college, about basically college is expensive. Community colleges are very, very affordable. We highly encourage students to come in and ask our financial aid advisors about the grants and the scholarships that we offer our students.
Texas State Technical College.
I'm going to go back to the one about the admissions process being difficult. It does not have to be hard or difficult. You know, we're an open enrollment college, which means as long as you have a high school diploma or GED, you're good to go. If you are going for a Cert 2 or an associate's degree, TSI, there is a TSI requirement, but there are many ways that can be met as well. So definitely check with us, one of our advisors, either student recruiter or admissions advisor, and we can help you get through that process.
Well, I want to thank all of our wonderful presenters today for their insight, their information. And as they said, you can contact them and be in touch with them to get the rest of your questions answered, and we encourage you to do so. And thank you so much for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We also encourage you to check the schedule for more sessions happening today, and you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/yesprep. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Have a good one.